Well, Seymour, I have at last arrived for the meal that you arranged, after a profound amount of time spent trying to locate your general vicinity with little success due to the rather abysmal directional instructions you provided me with. Superintendent Chalmers. Greetings and salutations. I am rather optimistic in thinking that you have made suitable arrangements for this delectable main course. One is certain that it will be impossible to lose memory of. Quite so. Good heavens above, it is quite clear to me that the roast turkey I had spent several elongated hours preparing has now been spoiled to an absurd degree due to my incompetence in not watching the compartment of which I was cooking within. Perhaps if I were to run across the street to the well-known fast food restaurant commonly referred to as Krusty Burger, I could purchase several items of food and return here with them, and fool my good friend Chalmers into believing that I had cooked them. I must admit to myself that this will be quite deceiving yet brilliant all the same. Principal Skinner is commonly known for his many absurd and outright peculiar statements or accounts that make something clear. The superintendent will likely be in desperate requirement of a drug or other form of medicine that he will inevitably use to treat or prevent frustration or rage when he perceives with the ear the sound made by Skinner's unconvincingly feeble statements that represent something as better or worse than it really is. There is a strong likelihood that there will be difficulty or problems in a built-up area with a name, defined boundaries, and local government, that is larger than a village and generally smaller than a city on the present or approaching evening or night. Seymour. Superintendent. Forgive me seemingly attempting to leave this vicinity via an opening in the wall fitted with glass in a frame to admit light or air and allow people to see out. You must understand that I was in fact simply straightening and extending the part of one's body known as the calf to its full length on top of this ledge forming the bottom part of my window. It is a common isometric activity requiring physical effort, carried out to sustain and improve health and fitness. Would you be interested in participating alongside me? I am afraid that I shall have to decline your offer, though I would like to be given an explanation as to why there is a visible suspension of carbon in the air, typically one emitted from a burning substance, coming from your cooking compartment, Seymour. No, you are incorrect. In actuality, that is not a visible suspension of carbon that is being produced by the compartment that I commonly use for cooking. It is in fact a vapor into which water is converted when heated, forming a white mist of minute water droplets in the air. It is referred to by the lower class and weak-minded as steam. This steam is produced from the delicacy known as steamed clams, which we shall consume once they have completed cooking. I am rather looking forward to consuming steamed clams. Superintendent, the main course is now complete, and we shall begin consumption of these foods known as hamburgers, which are pleasing the senses or mind aesthetically. Pardon me, my acquaintance and co-worker, but when I entered your kitchen several minutes ago, you informed me that the main course would consist of the delicacy known as steamed clams. Once again, I am afraid you are mistaken, my friend. In actuality, I stated that we would be having steamed hams, which is another name for hamburgers that I have frequently used for many years. You refer to hamburgers as steamed hams? Indeed I do, for it is a particular form of a language which is peculiar to a specific region or social group of which I am a part of. I see. May I inquire as to what location the small group of words standing together as a conceptual unit comes from? Its origin can be pinpointed to the upper state of the United States city, New York. Is that so? I originate from the city in the Mohawk Valley and the county seat of Oneida County known as Unica, which is in the state of New York. And I regret to inform you that I have not once heard other citizens use the term steamed hams. Once more, you are incorrect, for the phrase is not used in the city of Utica, and specifically originates from the capital city of the state of New York known as Albany. I now understand. Thank you for enlightening me. I must admit that these delectable hamburgers have a great resemblance in appearance and character without being identical to those sold at the fast food chain Krusty Burger. Again, I must disprove your point. These burgers, created by my ancestors, have an official patent for their set of instructions needed for preparing them, including a list of the ingredients required for steamed hams. Indeed, very well, but what confuses me is that you refer to these consumable products as being steamed when, on closer observation, they are clearly produced via use of a grill. I must say that I really ought to explain that. Do pardon me. Certainly, my good chap. I must say that in my personal opinion, that main course inspired delight, pleasure, and admiration. It is my belief that positive experiences were shared amongst us both. I'm rather full up and no longer hungry. As am I. I suppose that is time Oh good heavens. What on earth is occurring within that division of your home? A natural electrical phenomenon characterized by the appearance of streamers of reddish or greenish light in the sky, especially near the northern or southern magnetic pole. A natural electrical phenomenon characterized by the appearance of streamers of reddish or greenish light in the sky, especially near the northern or southern magnetic pole, occurring at this particular period of time taken by the Earth to make one revolution around the Sun. At this particular period of the 24-hour day cycle reckoned from one midnight to the next, into which a week, month or year is divided, and corresponding to a rotation of the Earth on its axis. In this particular area of the nation of which we live in, restricted to only occur within your room where food is prepared and cooked. Quite so. Would it be possible for me to observe this spectacle for myself? I'm afraid not. Seymour, this general vicinity of which we live in has spontaneously combusted. You are incorrect, mother. It is in fact a natural electrical phenomenon characterized by the appearance of streamers of reddish or greenish light in the sky, especially near the northern or southern magnetic pole. Seymour, my good friend, it has come to my attention that you are different to what is usual or expected. Though I am not afraid to admit that you steam an exquisite ham, I require immediate assistance. Will somebody provide me with immediate assistance?